If you're an older woman and you wake up between 3 a.m. and 5 a.m., do these 5 things. Waking in the quiet hours between 3 a.m. and 5 a.m., staring into the darkness as sleep refuses to return, can be more than just a passing frustration. For older women, this isn't merely a random inconvenience. It's often a significant signal from your body, a crucial message about your underlying health, your emotional landscape, or even insights into your future well-being. This recurring pattern, while common, holds keys to understanding deeper aspects of your physical and mental state. It's an invitation to pause and listen to what your internal wisdom is trying to convey. Rather than allowing these restless nights to become a source of anxiety, we can transform them into moments of profound calm and clarity. There are 5 essential, actionable steps you can take when this happens, designed to guide you back to restful sleep and foster a healthier existence. One of these, often overlooked, holds particular power and could be the fundamental shift you need to unlock enduring peace and improved health. As we delve into these practices, consider them not just remedies for sleeplessness, but pathways to deeper self-awareness and improved vitality. 1. Do not force sleep. Instead, embrace a different approach. The scenario is all too familiar. Your eyes unexpectedly open in the profound stillness of the night. A glance at the digital clock reveals the stark reality, perhaps 3:17 a.m., its harsh red or blue glow cutting through the darkness. Instantly, a wave of dread washes over you. This isn't your first visit to this particular hour. You've navigated this disorienting awakening before. A familiar mental spiral begins its relentless descent. If I manage to fall asleep right this very second, I could still salvage a few hours. No, wait, maybe only 2.5. Oh, now it's dwindled to just 1. Your heart begins a subtle race. Your mind buzzes with increasing intensity, and with every desperate attempt to will yourself back into the embrace of dreamland, sleep becomes ever more elusive, a phantom slipping through your grasp. This experience, fraught with frustration and mounting anxiety, is incredibly common. Waking between 3 a.m. and 5 a.m. is a phenomenon shared by many, and it doesn't inherently signify a looming crisis. However, the critical error lies in panicking or aggressively wrestling yourself back to sleep. Such an approach is counterproductive, often exacerbating the very problem you're trying to solve. Understanding why this happens involves a look at our biological responses. Forcing sleep is a losing battle, one that only amplifies your frustration. When you lie there, pleading with your brain to shut down, you are unintentionally igniting a physiological chain reaction. Stress levels surge, triggering the release of cortisol, that potent stress hormone that acts as nature's internal alarm clock. Cortisol floods your system, sending a clear message to your body. Alert, we are awake now. Adapt and deal with it. Your nervous system, meant to be winding down, shifts into an alarming overdrive. Paradoxically, you become more wired, more alert than you were moments before you first opened your eyes. The cruel irony is that the more vigorously you struggle to achieve sleep, the less likely it is to occur. Instead of fighting, let us redefine this nocturnal interruption. We can transform this unwelcome wake-up call into something less agonizing, perhaps even unexpectedly productive. Your first crucial step is to abandon the posture of defeat. Gently sit up. There's no need to jolt yourself into full daytime alertness. This subtle shift in posture sends a powerful signal to your brain. It communicates that you are not merely succumbing to misery, but are actively engaging with the situation. Once upright, consciously direct your attention to your breath. Engage in slow, deliberate breathing. Inhale deeply and steadily through your nose for a measured count of 4. Hold that breath for a brief moment, then slowly exhale through your mouth for an extended count of 6. Repeat this rhythmic pattern several times. This technique is more than just a simple exercise. It's a direct conduit to regulating your nervous system. Deep, measured breathing activates the parasympathetic response, the body's innate rest and digest mode, which directly counteracts the chaotic fight or flight effects of cortisol. As you continue, you will likely notice a palpable easing in your shoulders, a release of tension, and a settling of your heart rate. This isn't mysticism, it is fundamental biology at work, recalibrating your internal state. Next, assume the role of an environmental detective. Take a moment to scan your surroundings and conduct a personal check-in. What might have contributed to your awakening? Has your pillow compressed into an unsupportive flatness? Are your sheets tangled around your legs? Is the room itself inhospitable, perhaps stuffy and overly warm, or conversely uncomfortably cold because a window was left ajar during an unexpectedly chilly night? These seemingly minor discomforts possess the power to subtly disrupt your sleep, often pulling you from slumber before you even consciously register their presence. Address these issues immediately, not later. Fluff your pillow, meticulously untangle your bedding, and adjust the thermostat to the scientifically recommended optimal range for sleep, typically between 60 to 67 degrees Fahrenheit, 15 to 19 Celsius. Consider also a small sip of water. Even mild dehydration can be an insidious culprit in nocturnal awakenings. The overarching principle here is proactive control. Do not passively endure discomfort. By taking charge of your immediate environment, even small adjustments can yield significant improvements. The wee hours between 3 a.m. and 5 a.m. possess a peculiar, almost mystical aura. They are frequently referred to in folklore as the witching hour or the hour of the wolf. Beyond these captivating legends, some of history's most brilliant minds, figures such as Leonardo da Vinci and Nikola Tesla, did not merely tolerate these early awakenings, they actively embraced and leveraged them. Da Vinci, renowned for his polyphasic sleep patterns, famously utilized short, frequent naps throughout the day and night, asserting that this rhythm fueled his boundless creativity. Tesla, the visionary inventor, reportedly required as little as 2 hours of sleep per night, intentionally harnessing the profound quiet of these pre-dawn hours to conceive inventions that would revolutionize the world. The underlying message is potent. These pre-dawn moments, when the world is largely still and your mind hovers in a hazy, half-awake state, can be an unexpected wellspring of inspiration. To capture these fleeting insights, keep a small notebook and a pen on your nightstand. It doesn't need to be elaborate. Anything for scribbling will suffice. Jot down whatever thoughts drift through your mind. A seemingly random idea, a sudden solution to a problem that has vexed you, the germ of a story, or even a simple grocery list. You might be astonished at how often these sleepy ramblings transmute into something genuinely brilliant by the light of day. If writing isn't your preferred method, opt for a low-stakes distraction. Crucially, avoid your phone. The blue light emitted by screens is a known trigger for cortisol production, and the endless scroll of social media is a notorious rabbit hole that will deepen wakefulness. Instead, immerse yourself in a calming mental image. Visualize waves gently lapping at a serene shore, the soft, ethereal light of a forest at dawn, or any scene that profoundly soothes you. If a more physical release feels necessary, quietly step out of bed for a minute. Perform a gentle stretch, perhaps reaching your arms overhead or slowly rolling your shoulders. Allow your body a brief moment to reset. The core objective is to sidestep the pervasive stress trap. Accept your state of wakefulness not as a personal failure, but as an unexpected opportunity. Sleep will naturally return when it is ready. Your role is to meticulously prepare the stage for its return, not to forcibly pull down the curtain. Thus, the next time 3 a.m. signals its arrival and your eyes spring open, resist the urge to panic. Instead, consciously breathe, make necessary adjustments to your environment, and openly explore the quiet potential of these hours. They may reveal themselves not as an adversary, but as a surprising ally, unless you choose to perceive them as a foe. This mindful approach transforms a disruptive awakening into a moment of intentional living and self-care. 2. Hydrate, but do so with strategic intelligence. Imagine waking at 3:47 a.m. to a pervasive sense that something is profoundly amiss. Your mouth feels exceptionally dry, as if you've been incessantly chewing on cotton balls throughout the night. Perhaps a persistent twitchiness or restlessness plagues your legs, making them refuse to settle into a comfortable stillness. Or you might find yourself feeling inexplicably overheated, despite the room's cool temperature. These sensations are often vague, elusive, and profoundly disruptive to the fragile state of midnight wakefulness. If this scenario resonates, there's a highly probable, yet often overlooked, culprit: dehydration. It's a remarkably insidious process. While you sleep, your body is continuously losing water through the very acts of breathing and gentle perspiration. By the time you wake, your system is subtly but urgently sending out an SOS. That parched throat, that unsettled feeling, that general unease, it's your internal landscape pleading for a critical replenishment. However, the immediate instinct to stumble to the kitchen and unceremoniously guzzle water directly from the tap is a strategy best avoided. When it comes to nocturnal hydration, the key isn't merely consuming liquid, it's about doing so with meticulous strategic intelligence. Mastering this approach can transform a groggy, disorienting awakening into a smooth, seamless transition back into the depths of sleep. First and foremost, resist the compelling urge to reach for a glass of ice-cold water. While it might seem tempting, particularly if you're feeling warm, frazzled, or slightly feverish from the dehydration, chugging something chilled straight from the refrigerator can have an adverse effect. It's akin to dousing a sleepy cat with a bucket of cold water. It delivers an unwelcome jolt to your entire system precisely when you are attempting to coax it back into a state of profound relaxation. Your stomach will tense, your body's internal gears will abruptly shift, and suddenly you may find yourself more wide awake and alert than you were just 5 minutes prior. Instead, consciously opt for water that is at room temperature or even slightly warm. This temperature is significantly gentler on your system, more closely mimicking your body's natural internal state. It glides down smoothly without sounding any internal alarms or creating unnecessary physiological disruptions. Make it a habit to keep a small bottle or an easily accessible glass of this temperature-appropriate water on your nightstand. It needn't be anything elaborate, just enough for a few deliberate sips, ensuring that this act of rehydration doesn't morph into a full-blown midnight expedition to the kitchen. Now let's elevate this practice to a more sophisticated level. While plain water is certainly beneficial, your body in these early hours is often craving more than just pure H2O. Throughout your sleep cycle, your system has been quietly shedding vital minerals, most notably sodium, potassium, and magnesium. Have you ever woken with a faint, persistent headache or that unsettling, wired but tired sensation? These are often subtle but clear indicators that your electrolyte levels, those minuscule but mighty conductors responsible for keeping your muscles calm, your nerves steady, and your cellular functions optimized, are running critically low. To address this, consider a simple but remarkably effective enhancement. Add a tiny pinch of high-quality sea salt to your water. We're talking about a mere few grains of Celtic or Himalayan sea salt, not the heavily processed iodized table variety, and certainly not enough to create a briny gargle. This subtle mineral boost works wonders in restoring the body's delicate electrolyte balance without overburdening your kidneys. If salt is not to your liking, a quick splash of fresh lemon juice offers an excellent alternative. Beyond its refreshing flavor, lemon juice aids digestion, which can slow considerably overnight, and delivers a valuable hint of potassium. Sip this concoction slowly, allowing its subtle benefits to permeate your system, and consciously observe the positive difference it makes. Furthermore, if you find yourself grappling with a low-level anxiety in addition to the physical discomfort, perhaps your brain has decided that 4 a.m. is the opportune moment to meticulously replay that awkward conversation from 3 days ago. There's an additional, highly effective strategy. Keep a thermos of pre-brewed chamomile tea within easy reach. Prepare it before bed, ensuring it's not too strong. Just a light, gentle steep, and let it cool slightly to a warm, comforting temperature by your bedside. Chamomile is far more than just an old wives' tale. It is brimming with apigenin, a potent compound known for its ability to bind to specific receptors in your brain. This action effectively dials down anxiety, gently nudging your system towards a profound state of calm. The gentle warmth of the tea soothes your throat. Its faint floral taste provides a welcome, subtle distraction from your racing thoughts, and before you fully realize it, you'll find yourself drifting back into slumber instead of trapped in a relentless cycle of overthinking. As an added benefit, chamomile tea offers gentle hydration without excessively stimulating your bladder, thereby reducing the likelihood of another disruptive bathroom trip within the hour. The profound importance of smart hydration in preventing these early morning awakenings cannot be overstated. Dehydration does not merely cause physical discomfort, it intricately interferes with your entire sleep cycle. When your fluid levels dip, your heart is compelled to work harder, your body's precise temperature regulation mechanisms can go awry, and your muscles may become irritable and prone to cramping. While these effects are often subtle enough to trigger an awakening, they are frequently quiet enough that you might not immediately attribute them to a lack of water. A strategic and intelligent hydration tweak can fundamentally alter this pattern. Consider it analogous to topping off your car's oil in the middle of a prolonged journey. The goal isn't to drown the engine, but simply to ensure it continues to hum along with optimal smoothness and efficiency. Therefore, the next time you awaken feeling parched, restless, or subtly anxious in the quiet hours, resist the impulse to simply chug water and hope for the best. Instead, consciously sip something warm, incorporate a beneficial mineral boost, or lean on the time-honored calming properties of chamomile. This seemingly small ritual, executed with mindfulness and intention, possesses the power to transform a blurry-eyed stumble into a moment of profound, quiet reset. Both your body and the quality of your sleep will undoubtedly express their gratitude. 3. Examine your emotions. They might be sending a vital signal. The clock glows 4:12 a.m., pulling you from the shallow depths of sleep, but this time it's not merely the usual grogginess. There's a distinct, palpable weight in your chest, a restless hum beneath your ribcage, or a vague, unnameable ache that permeates your being. Perhaps your mind is already in overdrive, relentlessly replaying a tense conversation from yesterday, dissecting every word, every nuance, or perhaps it's already dreading a specific obligation looming on tomorrow's horizon. If this scenario feels profoundly familiar, consider a compelling twist you might not have fully explored. Your emotions themselves could be the very alarm clock ringing in the dark, calling you to attention. This isn't random. It's a profound ancient connection recognized in traditional healing systems. There's a fascinating and deeply insightful thread within traditional Chinese medicine, TCM, that intrinsically links these pre-dawn hours, specifically the window between approximately 3:00 a.m. and 5:00 a.m., to the energy meridian of the lungs. In the holistic framework of TCM, the lungs are far more than just organs of respiration. They are deeply entwined with specific emotional states, particularly sadness, grief, unresolved loss, and various forms of stress. To awaken within this precise temporal window, burdened by a heavy heart, feeling unsettled, or experiencing a generalized malaise, might not be a mere coincidence. Your body, through this ancient energetic connection, could be gently but persistently nudging you to pay critical attention to the emotional currents simmering beneath the surface of your conscious awareness. Let us delve deeper into this intriguing concept. Within TCM, each major organ system is associated with its own specific peak time of day, when its energy or qi is most active and restorative. The lungs, as mentioned, are said to govern the 3 a.m. to 5 a.m. slot. Practitioners of TCM believe that this is a crucial period when the body actively processes not just physical respiration, but also deep-seated emotional residue. Imagine it as a quiet internal cleanup crew, meticulously clearing away the detritus of your soul. If you are unconsciously carrying unresolved sadness, grappling with a lingering loss, harboring a quiet regret, or managing persistent stress, perhaps that crucial email you neglected to send or an argument that remains unsettled, these emotional burdens are most likely to surface and manifest during this tranquil, vulnerable time. Modern Western science, while not using the exact same terminology or meridian mapping, corroborates the essence of this connection. Numerous studies conclusively demonstrate that chronic stress, emotional overload, and unresolved psychological distress profoundly disrupt sleep patterns, with awakenings often peaking in the early morning hours when your brain is laboriously attempting to sort through the previous day's accumulated emotional baggage. It's a well-observed phenomenon. Problems often feel magnified and more insurmountable in the dead of night. This is your mind in its vulnerable state, amplifying concerns you've diligently pushed aside during the daylight hours. So what is the appropriate response when you awaken with that distinctive, restless, heavy, or emotionally charged sensation? The worst thing you can do is simply lie there, allowing the feelings to fester and grow in the silence. Instead, adopt a posture of proactive introspection. Gently sit up, perhaps prop a comfortable pillow behind you, and pose a simple yet profound question to yourself. What is truly occupying my mind right now? What emotional weight am I carrying that refuses to release its grip? Resist the urge to overthink or intellectualize. Simply allow the very first thoughts or feelings that arise to float into your awareness. It might be a concrete worry, a daunting deadline looming like a storm cloud, or it could be something far more nebulous, a pervasive sadness you've been too busy, too distracted, or too afraid to fully acknowledge or feel. This is where the wisdom of journaling, even in its most minimal form, becomes invaluable. Retrieve that notebook from your nightstand. You have one there now, don't you? Jot down 3 things, anything at all that spontaneously surfaces. Do not concern yourself with grammar, coherence, or neatness. The objective is merely to externalize. Phrases like, "I'm still upset about that comment Jen made," "I genuinely miss how things used to be," or even the raw question, "Why am I even awake right now?" are perfectly acceptable. The fundamental purpose of this exercise is not to solve the problem in the dead of night. It is purely about offloading the emotional burden from your mind onto the tangible page. Pair this mental release with a calming physical counterpart. Take 5 slow, profoundly deliberate breaths. Inhale deeply and steadily through your nose for a count of 4. Hold that breath for a brief intentional beat, and then slowly, completely exhale through your mouth for an extended count of 6. With each outward breath, visualize the tension, the worry, the emotional weight literally slipping away from you, like steam gracefully rising from a warm cup of tea. As you breathe, consciously articulate, either aloud in a soft whisper or silently within your mind, the mantra, "I release this for now." This seemingly tiny ritual is incredibly potent. You are not pretending that the feelings are non-existent. Rather, you are granting yourself explicit permission to temporarily set them down for the duration of the night. Consider it like placing a bookmark in a weighty, emotionally intense novel. You know you will pick it up again later if necessary, but for this moment, the story can wait. The efficacy of this practice is robustly supported by scientific research. Journaling, even for short durations, has been consistently shown to significantly reduce stress by facilitating the offloading of swirling thoughts and emotional complexities. Psychologists refer to this phenomenon as externalizing cognition. It's akin to handing your overburdened brain a systematic filing cabinet rather than forcing it to juggle every single thought and emotion simultaneously. A noteworthy study from the University of Rochester, for instance, revealed that individuals who wrote about their emotional experiences for as little as 15 minutes experienced a measurable reduction in anxiety and a sustained improvement in sleep quality over time. Even a quick raw scribble of 3 lines in the dark can send a clear, calming signal to your nervous system. It is safe to unwind now, and those slow, deliberate breaths, they are directly flipping the switch from the high alert, fight or flight response to the soothing rest and recover mode, consequently lowering cortisol levels and gently guiding your body back towards a state of profound calm. It is crucial to understand that the aim here is not to meticulously fix every problem at 4 a.m. You are not expected to be a nocturnal superhero, and honestly, your brain is too fuzzy and less efficient for significant breakthroughs during these hours anyway. The true purpose is to listen to the signal your body and emotions are sending. If you awaken feeling restless, burdened, or emotionally heavy, do not ignore it, suppress it, or actively fight against it. Instead, lean into the sensation, name the emotion you are feeling, and consciously release it. These quiet pre-dawn hours might just be your deepest emotions respectfully asking for a moment of your time and attention. By offering them that space, you could be paving the most effective pathway back to restorative rest. The next time the clock glows its insistent 3-something and your heart feels full, give this practice a heartfelt try. You might be genuinely surprised by what emotional weight you are able to gently let go of, and by how much lighter and more peacefully you subsequently sleep. She. Engage in gentle movement to reset your body. It's happened again. The clock on your nightstand, perhaps showing 4:23 a.m., seems to mock you with its unblinking digital glow. You've been lying there, trapped in a restless cycle, flipping from one side to the other, contorting the sheets into a tangled mess that could inspire nightmares in even the most seasoned sailor. The frustration builds with each passing minute, making every second feel like an hour. The harder you try to remain perfectly still, desperately willing yourself back into the sweet oblivion of sleep, the more your body rebels. Your neck feels stiff, your legs develop an irrepressible twitch, and your mind is caught in a relentless, self-defeating loop. Why can't I just sleep? If this scenario echoes a scene you've starred in countless times, you're experiencing a common trap. The primary pitfall here is staying glued to the mattress, stewing in that restless, uncomfortable funk. This passive endurance only serves to dig you deeper into the hole of wakefulness. After approximately 15 minutes of unsuccessful tossing and turning, your body is essentially screaming for a fundamental reset. This isn't an invitation for a full-blown, invigorating gym session, but rather a series of gentle, intentional nudges designed to shake off accumulated tension and guide your system back towards a state of profound calm. Let's walk through a minute-long sleep reboot that is so simple, so intuitive, it almost feels like a secret cheat code for reclaiming your rest. First, wholly abandon the counterproductive notion that you must remain flat and motionless. Trying to lie perfectly still when your entire system feels wired and agitated is like attempting to hold water in your hands. It simply doesn't work. Instead, slowly and deliberately sit up. There's no need for any dramatic movements. Simply prop yourself comfortably against your headboard. Or if it feels right, gently swing your legs over the side of the bed so your feet are on the floor. Begin by focusing on your neck, as it's highly probable that it has become stiff and locked up from hours of awkward pillow wrestling or unconscious tension. Start with gentle neck rolls. Slowly drop your chin towards your chest, then ease your head to the right, allowing your ear to drift towards your shoulder. Breathe deeply into the stretch, feeling the subtle release. Then, reverse the movement, rolling your head gently to the left. Repeat this fluid motion a few times, keeping the pace unhurried and mindful. You will likely begin to feel the persistent tightness in your upper back and shoulders gradually start to melt away. These muscles have often been involuntarily clenched, as if preparing for a confrontation, and this gentle movement signals to them that the perceived battle is now over. Next, directly address your shoulders. They are likely hunched up near your ears, unconsciously hoarding stress like it's their most precious commodity. Lift them high, imagining you are trying to touch the ceiling with the tips of your shoulders. Hold for a brief moment, then consciously drop them down with a soft, audible exhale. Perform this shrug 3 or 4 times, synchronizing each upward lift with a deep inhalation and each release with a deliberate exhalation. This action is akin to pressing a physical reset button on the accumulated tension that has been creeping up your back throughout your day. You might even hear a minor crack or pop. This is usually nothing to be concerned about, merely your body articulating its gratitude for the attention and release. Now, let's stimulate some gentle blood flow. If you haven't already, scoot to the very edge of your bed and try a seated forward fold. Keep this movement relaxed and unforced. There's no need to aim for a professional yoga pose. Simply hinge forward at your hips, allowing your hands to slide naturally towards your knees or even the floor, and gently hang there for a few seconds. Do not push past any point of comfort or strain. Think of it as a long, luxurious, stretchy sigh for your spine. This gentle inversion significantly boosts circulation, which can become sluggish when you've been lying horizontally for an extended period. It also effectively eases that cramped, cooped-up sensation in your lower back. While in this position, take another deep, expansive breath. Inhale through your nose, then exhale slowly through your mouth, consciously feeling your ribcage expand. This provides a quiet, reassuring signal to your nervous system. All is well, there are no immediate emergencies here. Finally, actively shake out any lingering restlessness. Lift one leg at a time, not wildly, but with a light, easy jiggle as if you're shaking water off your foot after a swim. Do this for about 10 seconds per leg, allowing any twitchiness or agitation in your calves or thighs to simply fizzle out. It might feel a bit silly, but this technique is remarkably effective. Restless legs are a notorious sleep disruptor, and this simple movement can trick them into settling down. Integrate all of these gentle movements with slow, steady, intentional breathing. A 4-count inhalation followed by a 6-count exhalation. This rhythmic breathing pattern sends a clear, unmistakable memo to your parasympathetic nervous system, your body's dedicated chill-out crew, instructing it to take over from the hyper-alert adrenaline junkies that have been keeping you awake. A quick self-check: are your hands or feet noticeably cold? This is another subtle clue that your circulation might be lagging, and it's a sneaky saboteur of restful sleep. Your body fundamentally struggles to relax and settle when your extremities are icy. Give them a quick, comforting fix. Vigorously rub your hands together as if you're trying to start a small fire, generating warmth through friction. Then, cup your warmed hands over your feet for a few seconds if they also feel chilly. This rapid warming signals to your brain that it is safe, secure, and therefore ready to drift off. Scientific research robustly supports this connection. Studies consistently show a correlation between warm hands and feet and faster sleep onset. This is because your body's core temperature naturally drops slightly when you are preparing for sleep, and toasty extremities effectively assist and expedite this crucial thermoregulatory process. This gentle movement routine is not about rigorous exercise. It's about acknowledging your body's need to release accumulated tension and reestablish a sense of calm. By mindfully engaging in these simple actions, you provide your physical self with the necessary tools to transition from a state of restless wakefulness back into the embrace of restorative sleep. 5. Utilize sound to gently calm your overactive brain. The digital display blinks 3:58 a.m., and your brain, with an unhelpful sense of timing, has decided this is the absolute perfect moment to embark on a full-throttle mental sprint. Thoughts ricochet through your mind like ping-pong balls. Did I remember to lock the front door? What crucial detail am I forgetting about that meeting tomorrow? Why did I utter that undeniably foolish remark back in 2019? Every desperate attempt to silence these internal dialogues only seems to crank their volume higher, intensifying the cacophony. You are wide awake, utterly trapped on a relentless hamster wheel of overthinking, and the possibility of sleep feels a million miles away, an unreachable sanctuary. If this scenario resonates deeply with your nocturnal experiences, you understand the futility of simply telling your racing mind to relax. It's about as effective as commanding a sugar-fueled toddler to sit still. However, there exists a potent, yet often underutilized, secret weapon you can wield directly from your nightstand: sound. The right kind of audio possesses an remarkable ability to gently lasso that runaway brain, guiding it away from its frantic pace and back towards a state of profound calm. Crucially, this requires minimal, if any, conscious willpower. First, completely dismiss the temptation to scroll through your phone. That ever-present device is a notorious dopamine-spiking trap, its blue light and endless feeds only serving to exacerbate wakefulness. Instead, let's explore a trio of sonic shortcuts, carefully chosen to help you drift off to sleep faster than you can even articulate the word insomnia. Our first powerful ally is pink noise. While you're likely familiar with white noise, that ubiquitous static-like hum reminiscent of a television left on a dead channel, pink noise is its cooler, far more sleep-friendly cousin. Imagine it as nature's own gentle lullaby, the steady, soothing patter of light rain on a rooftop, the soft, rhythmic whoosh of wind rustling through dense tree canopies, or the consistent, gentle crash and retreat of ocean waves. Unlike white noise, which indiscriminately blasts all frequencies at equal intensity and can sometimes feel a bit harsh or intrusive, pink noise subtly tones down the higher pitches, creating a deeper, richer, and ultimately far more soothing blanket of sound, enveloping your senses without overwhelming them. The scientific explanation for its effectiveness is compelling. Research suggests that pink noise has the remarkable ability to synchronize with your brain waves, gently nudging them towards the slower, more restorative rhythms characteristic of deep sleep. A seminal 2017 study conducted at Northwestern University provided compelling evidence, finding that pink noise not only significantly boosts overall sleep quality, but can also subtly enhance memory consolidation the following day. To harness this benefit, keep a small, unobtrusive speaker or a pre-downloaded pink noise track readily accessible. Set the volume exceptionally low, just enough to be perceptible without being jarring. Allow that simulated rain or ocean surf to wash over you, and consciously feel your persistent cycling thoughts begin to blur and recede into the peaceful background. If pink noise doesn't quite resonate with your personal preference, or if you desire a therapeutic experience with a little more structured direction, consider a short guided sleep meditation. We're talking about concise sessions, typically lasting no more than 5 to 10 minutes, definitely not an hour-long Zen marathon. Picture a calm, reassuring voice, perhaps akin to a soothing narrator guiding your descent into peace. This voice might gently walk you through a series of slow, deliberate breaths or lead you through a systematic body scan. Feel your toes relax now, then your ankles, now your calves. It's essentially a sophisticated bedtime story crafted specifically for adults, and its effectiveness lies in its ability to provide your overactive brain with a new, low-stakes and mildly engaging task. This task is just boring enough to gently tire out your restless mind, yet sufficiently focused to derail the relentless worry train that often keeps you awake. You don't need expensive, subscription-based apps. A wealth of free guided meditations are readily available on platforms like YouTube or various podcast channels. Before committing, select one with no sudden advertisements or jarringly loud intros. Test it beforehand and always keep the volume exceptionally soft, almost a whisper. The profound objective is to allow that calming voice to become a lifeline, pulling your consciousness away from the incessant mental chatter and guiding it back to the soft comfort of your pillow. Alternatively, for those who consider themselves word nerds but whose minds still refuse to quiet, a monotone audiobook can be a surprisingly effective solution, with a crucial emphasis on monotone. This is absolutely not the moment to delve into gripping psychological thrillers or epic fantasy sagas narrated by booming, dramatic voices. Instead, consciously choose something profoundly dull yet pleasantly presented, perhaps a meticulously detailed collection of nature essays, a dry academic history of Victorian gardening, or even a geology lecture meticulously describing sedimentary rocks. The absolute trick here is to select an audiobook with a steady, low-energy, largely inflection-free voice. Think of it as an auditory ambient experience. Your brain will latch onto the words just enough to prevent it from spiraling into anxiety, but the complete lack of dramatic tension or emotional peaks will allow it to gently, imperceptibly drift into sleep. I once personally found myself falling soundly asleep within 10 minutes while listening to a narrator droning on about the intricate life cycle of moss. And I don't even particularly care for plants. Ensure the chosen audiobook is queued up on a device equipped with a sleep timer, preventing it from playing all night long. Adjust the volume to barely perceptible levels, ensuring there are no sudden shifts in sound or dramatic cliffhangers to abruptly yank you back into full wakefulness. Why are these sound-based strategies so profoundly effective? Your brain is intrinsically a pattern-seeking organ. It is hardwired to respond to rhythms, repetition, and consistent auditory cues. When your mind is racing, it's akin to a car stuck in high gear, revving relentlessly. The right kind of sound acts as a sophisticated clutch, gently shifting your brain down into neutral, and then imperceptibly into reverse, easing you effortlessly into rest. Scientific studies consistently corroborate this. A comprehensive 2013 review published in Sleep Medicine concluded that consistent, low-level audio stimuli, such as pink noise or carefully crafted guided tracks, demonstrably reduce arousal in the nervous system. This reduction directly translates to a significant decrease in the time it takes to fall asleep. The power of sound isn't about forcibly drowning out your thoughts. It's about artfully providing your mind with a gentler, more conducive track to follow, leading it away from the frantic internal monologue and towards serene quiet. In summary, we have explored 5 powerful, actionable strategies designed to fundamentally transform those often dreaded 3 a.m. to 5 a.m. awakenings. These moments, previously sources of frustration, can instead become profound opportunities for cultivating deeper peace, nurturing your overall health, and even embarking on a journey of self-discovery. Each step, from refraining from forcing sleep and intelligently hydrating to thoughtfully checking your emotional landscape, engaging in gentle physical resets, and calming your mind with specific auditory cues, offers a unique pathway to not only reclaim your rest, but also to foster a more harmonious relationship with your body and mind. This holistic approach encourages a new way of listening, interpreting the subtle signals your internal wisdom is constantly sending. We sincerely hope these insights have provided you with valuable tools and a refreshed perspective for navigating the quiet hours of the night. Consider which of these practices resonates most strongly with you. Perhaps the comforting ritual of warm, mineral-enhanced water, the soothing movements of a gentle stretch, the cathartic release of journaling your thoughts, or the tranquil embrace of pink noise. Selecting even one new technique to integrate into your nightly routine can initiate a significant positive shift in your sleep quality and overall well-being. By embracing these mindful strategies, you are actively choosing to transform moments of nocturnal disruption into foundations for better health and more serene living. May your nights be filled with sweet dreams and restorative peace.